While our ancestors were in the desert, Moses, the great leader of the Jewish people, had to confront many complaints, rebellions, people that weren't satisfied with what they had. There was no water, there isn't that. Sometimes they even said to Moses, weren't there enough places of burial in Egypt that you took us here? Because in Egypt there was a cult of the dead. Why did you take us to the desert to die in the desert? Complaints at all times, and Moses, of course, had to answer to each one of these complaints. He prayed to God many a time, bring food, bring meat. They wanted meat at one time, water, whatever was necessary in order to satisfy what were complaints, justified complaints maybe, of the people. But then there was one rebellion that was altogether different. That's the rebellion of Korach. Korach was really a cousin of Moses, a member of the same tribe, Levi. You remember that after Moses received the Ten Commandments, our ancestors, unfortunately, days later, made a golden calf. They adored Egel Hazav in Hebrew. And they said, this is the God that took you out of Egypt. Maybe it was a replacement for God. Maybe it was a replacement for Moses, because Moses took too long in coming down from Mount Sinai, so that idolatry had not been completely erased from the mind of the Jewish people. When Moses came down from the mountain, God told him, go, look, and see what your people have done. And when he saw that frenzy dancing around that golden calf, he took the 2 tablets of the law and smashed them to the ground, broke him into pieces. And then he exclaimed, Mil Hashem Elai, those who are with God, come to my side. And the tribe of Levi came, the Levites came, and they exterminated all those that were dancing frantically around the golden calf. There was Korach also. Korach also came to the side of Moses. He was of the same tribe. But now we find that Korach leads a rebellion against Moses. And he brings arguments that are sound. He says, we're a holy people. Each and every one of us is holy. We all have direct communication with God. We are worthy people. Why are you and Aaron above everybody else? Actually, what Korach was putting in doubt is a transmission of what God said to Moses, and Moses later said to the people. Maybe Moses wasn't telling exactly what God said. He was creating a problem in the chain of Jewish transmission, of Jewish tradition. Well, his arguments, as I say, were very sound. And maybe it should be a greater democracy without any chieftains. But society somehow needs a leader. Our rabbis say, forget about what he said. What were the motives of this Korah? The motive was envy. He said, why you, Moses? Why not me? And also, he wanted to be in the place of Moses. He wanted to be it's not that he wanted there should be a democracy and everybody should speak directly to God. No. He just wanted Moses, move over. From now on, I'll be the chief. Why should you be the leader of the Jewish people? Personally, I'm guilty of envy. I won't say no. I would love to be able to play the violin very well. I studied the violin when I was young, and I knew how to play, but I haven't done it for many, many years because life has taken me in a different route. But deep down, I'd love to be able to play violin. When I see on television or in a video a violinist playing, how he moves his fingers, I am memorized by it. I'd love to be able to. I'm envious of that. I'd love to be able to sing better than I do. I sing fairly well, but not as well as I'd like to. Maybe I'd have to be born again with different vocal cords. But I know something else also. That if I want to be a violinist like this guy is, I have to devote time to it. I have to work on myself. I'm not going to replace the other guy because he plays so well, let me be him. No, I have to work on myself. If I want to sing better, well, I'll never be able to sing as well as I'd like to, but maybe I could sing better by taking voice lessons, studying music. Maybe I can improve myself. I know that this envy that I have has a response, a solution in me, not in somebody else. You know, within your family, there's rivalry among children. One feels that the other one gets a better deal than he. His parents give greater attention to him. Among friends, you have the same thing. Why don't you tell them? You want to better yourself? Don't try to take away from the other. Don't try to replace the other one. Just like Korach said, Moses, move over. From now on, I'm going to be. You try to improve yourself. Try to be better. Work on yourself. And you'll see there's practically no limit to what you can achieve if you work on yourself. Remember, the response, the solution is not outside. The solution is here. You have to be better.